Welcome, 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 and welcome to the Myrita Minutes. Today, I just want to talk about Peter Thomas. Anybody know who he is? If you don't, he is the ex-husband of Cynthia Bailey from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, before I get into anything, I just want to indicate that everything on this channel is alleged and, in my opinion, and only done for entertainment purposes only. So, it's been on the blogs that Peter Thomas recently was arrested on Tuesday, January 9th, the same day Martell Holt was arrested. National Arrest Day. Anyway, I digress. So, I'm not trying to laugh at anybody's pain because obviously he's having some financial struggles. And he may be turning allegedly to alcohol. He was pulled over and arrested, and they said his eyes were bloodshot. The police smelled of a strong odor of alcohol coming from his car. He had agreed to a breathalyzer, but I guess when he got to the precinct, he changed his mind. But just prior to that, evidently, he must have heard or have gotten or received word that he lost his lawsuit for his restaurant in Miami, Bar One. Yeah. Supposedly he supposedly was being taken to court by the landlord. He hadn't been paying his rent. He hadn't been paying a lot of things. He didn't even have a liquor license. I want to say that there was a lady, I can't remember her name, but she had gone on Tasha K and kind of exposed him. This was last year, sometime before the lawsuit, I think, was even brought into play, or maybe it was going on. But she was the manager. He had hired her as the manager for Bar One. And she basically said she had to pay people out of her pocket for them to even come there, like the waiters, the waitresses, or the servers, I guess, is what you want to call them. The cooks, he doesn't pay people. So, but his business acumen has always been in question, even since back in the day of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Oh God, I hope y'all can't hear. His acumen has always come into play since the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Cynthia Bailey's mom and sister, I remember it was on her wedding day, I want to say, that they didn't want her to marry him. They had hid the wedding certificate, the marriage license, not the wedding certificate, the marriage license and everything, because they didn't want her to marry him, because they didn't see him as adding any value to her. But she loved him, and that's what she was going to do. He must have really knew how to put it down. That's all I could think of. But I feel like she believed in him at the time, and because she even invested. There was a restaurant I want to say that he had when he was with her, but it was in North Carolina. He had opened it up in North Carolina, and I'm not sure. I don't think that one's still open either, but I think it was called Bar One, I think. But he kept that franchise going. So he had opened one in the DMV. He opened one in Miami. He was on a roll, but he opened them up during COVID. That could have been like flag number one. Like, why would you open up a restaurant in COVID? People weren't even going out and doing anything during COVID like that. And it was like during the throes of when COVID was aggressive and nobody was really hanging out like that. But and I don't think the one in the DMV area is not open anymore either. And then there was some other things that had transpired at the one in the DMV, because supposedly he had choked some woman And he had to go to court for that not too long ago, but I think he was able to get out of that one. But as far as paying people, I mean, that's a paper trail. You either paid them or you didn't. You either owe it or you don't. So, long story short, I don't think that he's able to get back on track. I think he thought that going through this, he would probably be able to just pay what he needed to pay, and he would be back on track. But he going through a lot right now. But he always comes on one of the other bloggers' channel, and he talks. He talks a good game, and they're friends. And there's nothing wrong with being his friend, but she goes to bat for him, or even if she knows that something might not be right there, you could tell she knows that something may not be right, but she won't speak on it. It's like, y'all leave Peter alone type thing. And that's cool. You don't want nobody talking about your buddy. He seems like a good guy as far as being a friend. Now, I wouldn't want to work for him because I got bills. Okay. But as far as, being a friend and shooting a bobo, yeah, we could do that all day. But yeah, he unfortunately, he's going through a little struggle, it looks like. And then when they showed the mugshot, yeah, the mugshot is not good. I mean, I could pull it up, but I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. But yeah, Peter seems to be going through some changes, some struggle changes, and that's unfortunate. Had it been open, I probably would have patronized him. I would have gone and supported just to say I've been at Bar One and helped get a glimpse of Peter Thomas, because I enjoy, his conversations that he has when he comes on that other blogger's channel. The blogger. She knows who she is. But yeah, that's unfortunate. So that's all I have to say. Unfortunately, it was a lot going on in the YouTube streets on that day, because Martell Holt got arrested that same day and released that same day. Unfortunately, his was a warrant, so I'm not sure if they picked him up in a traffic stop, but word on the street, allegedly, that this may have been filmed. So I had said in my other video that I was wondering how he was apprehended, like they had to chase him down or something. But if this is what he wants his real life to be captured, then of course this should be captured for him. So with that, I will leave you, and let me know you stop by. Leave some comments, like, share, and subscribe. Doesn't cost anything to subscribe. If you don't like my video, give me a thumbs down. Whatever. Let me know you've been here. Take care. Peace out.